Hiya. I thought I'd do this video today just to really record how I'm feeling. My T3 arrived, and so I've decreased my dose of NDT down. I was on 3 grains. I actually had started decreasing it. I decreased last week down to 2 from 3. Turns out that's not the way you do it, so it's apparently it's decreasing the week before you introduce it down to 1.5. Again, you know, I could get it wrong, so do check if you're about to start introducing T3. Apparently it's decrease your dose of NDT if you're on it already down to 1.5 grains, and then introduce the T3. And I think it's something like, oh, I can't remember, I think it's something like between 5 micrograms to 12 micrograms, but I'm going to have to look that up before I start it. I'm going to start next Sunday, but it's going to be the longest week, I think. I decreased my dose down to 1.5 yesterday, and bearing in mind I'd already decreased anyway last week, and gradually I've just felt worse and worse over the week after having such a positive day the other day and really enjoying the gym. I actually came home and I think I had just overdone it, especially with the decrease of NDT, and I went for a nap and ended up, you know, having the nap for 3 hours. I just feel horrible. I don't feel the same as I did this time last year, thank goodness, but I definitely don't feel very good. I feel a bit overwhelmed actually by the whole thing and about doing this alone. I mean, you know, there are people, there's support groups and there's people out there, but essentially we're alone. Well, I know can't talk for other people, but I feel alone in doing this. Just feel really down. I mean, my mood is really taking a hit. I would just like to crawl into a dark hole and stay there. So I know that's like one of the hypo feelings. So like, at least this time last year I was terrified because I just didn't know what was going on or why I was feeling how I was feeling. At least this time I know pretty much why, you know, why I'm feeling how I do. I've got the heating on and in the house. I'm in this vest top because I've just been doing housework and rushing around and putting the baby to bed. So I've actually warmed up. I mean, I'm saying I'm warmed up if I'm not like that warm, but the heating's on, thankfully. But most nights I've been sitting in fleecy pyjamas, fleecy pyjama top, hoodie or like jumper with a blanket wrapped around, wearing gloves, stopped at the hat and the scarf, but I'm telling you they're there ready. So I've been freezing cold most of the time. I feel nervy and jittery and kind of like anxious, and I don't know, just, you know, like that feeling you get in your, like in your tummy, and you know when you think, I don't know, when you're nervous about going somewhere or doing something or you feel something's going to happen, it's that kind of thing. I feel drained. I had another like 2.5 hour nap today. I'm just really tired and just cheesed off and fed up. I just want to cry all the time as well. I feel really weepy, but I'm not going to cry. It's not going to be another one of those videos. I'm not going to cry, and I'm lucky to be where I am now. Much better than I was. So I just feel really fed up. I'm really feeling the decrease. Do you know what the funny thing is though? The amount of times that I'd been on holiday or gone up to visit family and I'd been away from home for 2 weeks, I'd forgotten my levothyroxine when I was on that, and actually felt better. I don't know, just felt okay. Didn't have any effect whatsoever, only for the positive sometimes. This you know, I'm still taking the NDT. I've just decreased it and I feel rubbish. It scares me a little bit, the fact that now I've gone down to 1.5, and I just think, what am I going to be like this, you know, like midweek? I've got to work, I've got a job to do. That scares me a bit. And then what if the T3 doesn't work? And quite frankly, I don't really, you know, I've read and read about pooling. I've read about T3, I've read about, you know, reverse T3 and your free T3 being too high. And that's, you know, I don't know, it's just all too confusing for me, and I wish there was a idiot's guide to your thyroid. Somebody should definitely write that book, because lots of people seem to be understanding it, you know, and it's not for the want of trying by some people in groups that I'm a part of, trying to help. I kind of wish that they'd talk to me like I was a child. And as well, I just don't know, like I've been directed to the files and I've read them, and kind of some things make sense and other things I just don't get. And I've got the same question, and that I have asked, but I just can't seem to get the answer, and I don't think I'm asking it right. I don't know the correct way to ask it. I don't think so. I'm not really getting the answer. It's not the answer that I want, I just really want an answer to my question. I might not understand the answer, but I don't understand, because to me, what it seems to be is that if your free T4 is optimal and your free T3 is high, that's an indicator that you're pooling, and that you need to drop down on the NDT and put in T3. Because the week that you lower your dose of NDT allows the pooled free T3 to be absorbed into your body rather than hanging around. That's how I'm seeing it. The only thing is, it was my free T4 that was low, and my free T3 was optimal, so that was fine. And I don't understand then how that equates to pooling. I'm not saying it doesn't, I'm just saying I don't understand how. I know obviously the people who've like helped me and advised me to take the T3, they understand, but I don't understand, and I really want to understand. I want to know why, and I want to know why, because I'm thinking if you lower the T4 that's in the NDT, then surely my T4 is going to get even lower. I don't know. What I don't understand is, why did the T4 get low when I've been increasing the NDT doses? That I don't understand. I kind of get why the pooling occurs. I get that, kind of. But I don't understand at all about the T4. And I don't understand how lowering it is going to make the T4 come up from being really low. And I don't understand how adding more T3 in isn't going to make it pull more the reverse T3. I don't get it. I'm going to try. I'm going to follow the instructions and that I've been given. Not instructions, but suggestions I've been given about adding in the T3, and we'll see. But you know, it still feels a bit doom and gloom from what I'm reading, because my iron's low. I've no idea what my cortisol levels are, because I still can't get them done just yet. So until they're at optimal level, apparently I'm going to keep pooling. And then I think, well, what happens then? What happens if I pool again? I'm only taking 1.5 grains of NDT. What happens if I start pooling the T3? This is all just too much for me, I've got to say. I ever wished you could just run away from yourself. I'm just sick of it. It's all I seem to think about and read about, and I can't be bothered. And I know I must get on people's nerves in the group that I'm a part of. I know I must just irritate people. I must think I'm like a complete and utter pleb, because I can't seem to absorb the information that I'm reading, and then I've asked questions, and then it's just, you know, I'm being told, well, we've covered that the last time you asked, and I think, well, it might have made sense to you, but it just doesn't. I just need it clarifying just a little bit more. So I just can't get the answer. I mean, not that it'll probably make any difference to how I'm going to go ahead. I just would like to know a little bit more. I'd like to learn a bit more. But then, you know, my brain's fighting against me at the moment. You know, it's just, my memory's getting worse again and trying to think of words. The other day I couldn't think of the word calf, you know, leg calf, because I had cramp. And yeah, all different parts of the body were coming into my head and out my mouth, but calf I just couldn't get. So yeah, I'm going backwards where that's concerned, which I really don't want to go there again, because it's really hard to work, isn't it? If you can't, especially when you're trying to teach people and you can't think of simple words like calf. So that's it really. I'm just feeling a bit blah. My T3 did come. I think I've just said that, I'm not sure. But I'll show you. I haven't even opened it. So when I do open it, I'll show you what it's like. Take care for now. I hope your day's been okay. I'm alright. I'm okay really. I'm just being a moaning Minnie. I just need to get a grip. I'm just scared is all. That's what it is. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, bye for now.